So, building on my previous video where I talked about how GDP growth doesn't necessarily correlate to an increased level of happiness in a population. And I started asking myself, well, what could be the case? And I made a connection to something that we're all familiar with to some degree, and that is hedonic adaptation. So, hedonic adaptation actually comes from a paper that was published in 1971 by two psychologists. The first is Philip Brickman, and the second is Donald Campbell. This was basically the paper that introduced a baseline level of happiness, a state to which we return to after we either have a positive or a negative event happen in our lives. Well, let's take a look at a positive event, something we've been longing for a while, either a new thing, a promotion, or a place that we wanted to travel to for a while. We get to finally experience it. First, it's exciting. However, as the novelty wears off, our desire for wanting the same level of excitement or more actually kicks in. Now, if we take a look at a negative event, a personal loss, a financial crisis, something that's happened in our life. At first, there's this shock that it happened. And then over time, consciously, unconsciously, and I know there's many factors to consider here, we adapt to a new version of reality. So if hedonic treadmill is what keeps us chasing transient happiness, is there anything that can build long-term fulfillment? Yes, there absolutely is. And this is where the concept of eudaimonic staircase comes in. And this is also the topic of my next video.